Hello, I am Martin Fencka and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Civilization 5 as Rome. So as you can see, I played for a bit again off camera, but before we get to the changes that I made, I'd like to answer a few comments. I think I'll start with ships because this comment showed up multiple times, and that's the problem that I just keep forgetting that our battleships have range 2, but those of you who have been following my series for some time now, you know that this is one of the problems that I have. Every time we get to the upgrade that increases the range of our ships, it used to happen between frigates and cruisers. Now it's between cruisers and battleships. Always takes me some time to get used to this. But just bear with me, I'll get used to it at some point. It's the same thing like me forgetting to move generals and admirals, just my thing, and yeah, just give me a few more turns and, well, I'll get used to it. And it's not like I'm like losing units because of this or anything like that. Just from time to time I make it a bit more complicated for myself when I'm trying to like attack a city with the multiple ships per turn. But as I said, just give me a few more turns and I will get used to it. So that's one thing. Then, about the suggestion when I am taking cities that maybe I could liberate some instead. Well, I don't think that so far I had the option to liberate a single city. Maybe I just wasn't paying enough attention, but I don't think I saw the option after I took cities to liberate one. Even like the French cities that we took here, I don't think I had the option to liberate a single one. I think the way this works is that if I wanted to bring a civ back to life, I'd actually have to start with their capital. I want to confirm it here with Berlin and Aachen that we are now attacking. I think when I take Aachen, there won't be the option for me to liberate the city. If I wanted to bring Germany back to life, I would have to first take Berlin. There, I think I'd have the option to liberate it. And then, if I took another German city, I could liberate it. But the capital has to be like alive, has to be in the hands of the original owner. Then I can liberate cities. I'm not 100% sure about this. That's why I want to confirm it here when we have the opportunity with Aachen and Berlin. So we will see, but I think this is how it works. And the thing is, we want to keep all the capitals to get domination victory. So I don't think we'll be bringing any civs back to life. So that's that. And then also there was this suggestion about the fate investments that I'm currently making, why I'm fate buying specifically profits instead of saving up for more writers. Well, how do I answer this? Every time we fate by a great person, the cost of the next one increases, right? And I already bought quite a few writers this game. The cost of the next writer is like 36,000. So with that cost, it actually takes a while to save up 36,000 even with 1,000 plus fate per turn. Remember, we don't have like any extra sources of fate. I think in the previous series we had religion that was giving us extra fate per kill or something like that, so we were generating like ridiculous amounts of faith. And in that case, you can basically fade by whatever you want and you don't really care about like the effectiveness of the investment. But in this case, I have to keep in mind that at some point the cost increases so much that there might be some other options that are more cost effective. And that was the case here. When the cost increased to 36,000, we had the cost of profits and admirals at like 2,000. So at that point, I just switched to profits and admirals to get some cheap ones until the cost basically increased to like 8,000 for admirals. At this point, this is not a worthy investment. We have enough, and profits increased to 10,000. And with this cost, I also don't think that more profits are worth fate buying. So at this point, I will save up for another writer. But up until now, I think the investment into these two great people was more cost effective. And again, when we buy the next writer, the cost of the one after that will probably be like 50,000 or something like that. So then I may fade buy another profit because again it will be a bit more cost effective. And another thing why I like fade buying profits for even quite a high cost is that they are so much more effective at spreading religion than inquisitors, because basically the further into enemy territory we progress, the less likely it is that the cities that we conquer will have a single follower of our religion. And prophets can spread religion even into cities where there isn't a single follower of our religion. If I wanted to spread a religion with missionaries and inquisitors, let's say to Zaragoza, where there isn't a single follower of our religion, I would have to first use missionary, then use an inquisitor. So, as I said, prophets in this case are a little bit more effective. Let's say Valencia, it's a different thing. We already do have one follower here, so therefore Inquisitor is a little bit more effective here. I might have made some mistakes when I was spreading religion here. I didn't check if we had any followers, but, well, this is basically how I look at this fate investment thing when it's worth to fade by the more expensive great people and when it's better to just switch to the less expensive ones. And there is one more thing that we have to keep in mind. It takes, or there's like 8 turn cooldown for fade buying great people, so I just can't like spam multiple great people in one turn. I always have to wait for that cooldown. So that's another thing I have to keep in mind. Okay, so these are the comments. Was there anything else? I think this is what I wanted to talk about. So now we can quickly talk about what I did off camera. I basically just started the attack on Aachen. I cleared the units, or most of them, around the city and move our units closer. I even managed to hit the city a few times with the artillery. So it's down to like 800, I think, 800 hit points. I think we should be able to take it in like 2 turns. It depends how many units Spain decide to send to the city, but we severed this connection here, so she shouldn't be able to send like too many units per turn. So that's that. And also I moved our ships. Next turn we will set up the siege of Murcia. There is coal next to the city, so I really want to take it for that. And there's another reason I want to take it during this war so that I can start preparing the attack on Berlin and Cologne basically for the next war. Once we take these 2 cities, we'll end the war with Spain, because at that point the war baroness will really start crushing us. As for the war with Bodica, I moved a few units. We just need to wait for our bombers to... well, we need to wait for the repairs, then we start attacking Zurich. And from Samos, I think 2, 4, 6, 7. Yeah, we can start attacking Swansea as well, so we'll probably start attacking 2 cities at the same time. I already even started moving some land units, because there is like no defense at all, not a single unit. So we can just send our land units in and speed up the sieges, and we'll see how far we can progress to Edinburgh. I still hope that we might actually be able to take Edinburgh during this war, but again, it's a question for our war baroness how far it will allow us to go. And other than that, also I queued up some like wind plants and hydro plants. I went through our cities and just checked where it's worth it. Not every plant is worth in like every city, right? And also we are quite low on aluminum, so I had to be like careful where the investment really is worth it when we get the most from them. You have to remember that once we get to stealth bombers, all our bombers will need aluminum. Right now they need oil, so I need to have aluminum in reserve for this upgrade. So I'm trying not to like waste all my aluminum on buildings when I'm gonna need it later for units that'll be more important. Okay, and now I think we can start playing. That was a lot of stuff to talk about. So I think we can end the turn. Can we? Yeah, we can. I also tried to talk to Japan. He's not willing to peace out yet, but I think any turn now. What else? That's probably it. We can check up here how Greece is doing. Oh, hey, Bodica is attacking a city. And actually not just one. And here it seems that Greece is attacking cities. Well, just cities are taking damage on this whole line. Why the hell is Dijon taking damage? Like, it makes no sense why Dijon would take damage when Leon is taking damage, right? It's either Greece is attacking them or Bodica is attacking him. It's not like they can attack each other. Someone has to have like the advantage. This is weird. And I don't think she has, or well, maybe Greece has bombers. That would be a way for him to do damage, but this is definitely weird. Like, I understand that she can have a push here towards these two cities while he is pushing here. But why would Dijon take damage? I have no idea. I'll just keep an eye on this, make sure that he is not losing too much. We definitely don't want him to lose a city. If there was the danger of him losing a city, I'd probably send some gunships up there. What else? We took... Holy crap, you lost the gunship. No. Yeah, I left some of them in the bombardment range, and it seems that was a mistake. Okay, that's a costly one. Because I think now the gunships are the most valuable unit that we have. It's not like we can't replace it, it's just if you lost one with logistics, that hurts. I'm not sure which one this was, but well, it happened, so... Lesson learned. Should be able to take out all of this. I was actually quite certain she would just pull back. But maybe need one more turn to convince her. Okay, extra movement here. Bombardment 3. Let's go for shock 3. And yeah, more and more cities will be starving. Oh, one more thing was a suggestion that if I looked avoid growth for cities that are starving, it could just prevent this starvation thingy. But no, it doesn't work. I tried. Cities are still starving, so for a while they'll just be starving until we end the war. And honestly, I don't really care that much. It's cities that we just conquered. If they lose 2 or 3 population, they'll still be fine, so whatever. I tried to like adjust the tile assignments in some of them, but the problem is every turn now it will be worse and worse, so there is no point in trying really. And we lost coal. How did we lose coal? So much coal. Well, we'll get it back from Mercia. Maybe we lost... Did someone pillage? Oh yeah, here we lost coal. The stupid paratrooper pillaged it. I knew there had to be something. Damn, this sucks. I really like my gunships. That's probably the unit that I like the most in the game from all the units. So it always hurts a little bit more when I lose one. Maybe it's because I really like the helicopter. The design is based on the Mi-24, so I really love how this helicopter looks. So that may be why I like these units so much. But they are also super effective, so it's another reason. Okay, police station done. Let's get money. And where do we start? Let's start with Bodica here. Actually, I wonder where this guy came from. Like, there wasn't a single unit anywhere here and just appeared out of nowhere. But, well... Do you have logistics? You do. So let's move, attack. You don't have logistics. Whatever, I'll just get the kill this way. Also want to get the upgrades to bazookas now. Oh, how the hell? I thought I had 2 shots here. I could shoot and upgrade still. Do we want to start the attack already? I think we want to still wait a little bit longer for our bombers, right? How many of them are ready? Not enough. Yeah, we'll wait 1 more turn before we start the attack on both these 2 cities. For now, we can just keep killing these trade routes. Repair. Fortify everything here. And you will start fixing the coal. Two, 4, 6, 8. That's too far. 2, 4, 6, 8. This is in range actually. So repair, 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 and rebase these guys. I actually need a bit longer to repair everything. How many charges do we have here? 3. And we don't have a follower here again, so we want to use the prophet. Okay, so we want to have 10 bombers for the attack on Zurich, and then we want to have 10 bombers here and here for the attack on Swansea. Is there anything to fix around here? Nope. Okay, let's see. We have 1 follower. How many people do we flip? 15. Good. So in this case, it was the same effect as a prophet would have. I definitely should have pillaged this. Someone suggested, and I forgot to do it again. There. Okay. Do I move the tank 1 tile? I think I can do it easily. Should be safe. I'm not sure. Let's take the A gun out as well. One, 2, 3. Good. Oh wait, this gunship still had enough movement points. Well, And now our machine guns will finally be able to do something. Why would you go this way, not this way? Oh, enemy territory, right. I can't wait for the, what is it? Rocket artillery, because rocket artillery doesn't get the movement penalty inside enemy territory. Now, on this side... let's take you out. How much damage can we do here? Quite a lot, but I would end up in bombardment range. Don't like that. Oh, let's just get out of here. I think the unit that we want to take out the most is this one. What are we gonna do it? Move. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is still in range. Actually, I don't have that many units here. I thought that I have to make some more room for more artillery, but I think everything is in position. Are there any more units that we could use for this? The bazooka. Why can't I? Oh, wait, we are not next to the city. Let's finish the railroad. Now we might be able to move far enough. Actually moved garrison out of the city, so this is gonna hurt a lot. As you can see, it's 50 damage per shot, or almost 50 damage. Somehow I thought we'd be able to do more than this. Anything else? That's it. Well, that's disappointing. Okay, Mercia. So this one will be a bit more annoying because Mercia has minefields. See, I even moved my admirals in time. This turn I'll probably just have to set up the siege and really start the attack next turn. And if I could, I'd really like to take out this machine gun. Two, three, four. Actually, wasn't too bad. We even managed to take the cruiser down to like 30 hit points. Okay. Thinking about this, but then I would be in range of way too many units. They have a road here. No, that'd be too greedy. And losing mechanized infantry in exchange for just a paratrooper is definitely not worth it. 45. What about this Inquisitor? I'll send him forward. Do we have any followers here? I can't see it until we take the city. Yeah, workboats. Another small detail I forgot about. I bought quite a few because we can get like 40 extra oil. Now, there is oil here. Actually, 1, 2. Did I forget to buy 1? 1, 2, 3. There. And go. Global monopoly on uranium. There we go. That is the science. That was easier than I thought. How much uranium do other people have? Come on, zoom out. Let's say Japan. Yes, uranium here and here. Yes, some. I'm thinking how many nukes they can have against me. Because in the next Congress, we can propose the nuclear ban or nuclear proliferation, something, you know, ban nuclear weapons. Oh, here's some more uranium here. Carthage doesn't have any uranium. Because if we had basically a monopoly on nuclear weapons, then there is no reason to ban them, of course. Yeah, she doesn't have any uranium at all. I'm just thinking if I can afford the nuclear war with Japan. How many tanks does he have? 63, we have 68, I think. Which means... it's a question if we get... or take him out before he can get nuclear missiles. The missiles are the problem. Bombers we can stop with AA guns, but the missiles, they just get through. I think I will ban nukes anyway. They could speed things up a lot, but they could also slow us down a lot if Japan starts nuking us. But it's probably better to prevent that from happening. And look at that, she's actually pretty serious about this. How is Bodica doing? Oh, she probably lost most of her units. Okay, mobility here. Let's go field. Volley. Yeah, cities are starving. We know that. Okay, so once again, where do we start? Can I send this one, 2, 4? Yeah, I can. This might be safer. They'll also allow me to attack with all of these gunships now. Hey, and this is a historical moment. Our machine gun is actually gonna do something. Let's go one more shot. Come on, I said one more shot. And let's see if we can liberate the city. Oh, we can liberate the city. Was I just so blind that I always like miss the option? I'm gonna keep the city anyway because it has aluminum and we will need aluminum later. But is it possible that I just completely miss this option every single time? Okay, well, there goes my theory. Here you can see how much I usually care about liberating cities that I don't even know how it works. I just like taking things, keeping things for myself. What's the point in taking it when you just give it away then? How am I gonna do this? I want to get this gunship to the city. I'll just move here. Ah, so close. Actually, wait, do we have followers? No. Might be better to just move. And can we take Mercy on this turn? How many hit points? Oh, way too many. There has to be a wonder. Well, because there's so many hit points, it's gonna take a bit longer to take than I expected. I may just take out the machine guns here. How much damage would this be? It would just mean that we lose so many shots. Let's take out this one, because that one is not in the fort, so it's not that difficult to take out. It's still a ton of damage. Okay, so we take it next turn, I think. We did what? It was like 1300. Yeah, should be able to take it next turn. I have no idea what we're gonna do with all these generals. We could use one here, probably. Okay, why can't we build a courthouse? Because there already is a courthouse since this is a conquered... The city was conquered before. Yep. But I thought that courthouses were always destroyed upon capture. Oh. It's here. Science. And more upgrades. Okay, anything else? Closer, wait. This is surprisingly ineffective. Oh well, it's still the majority, so I'll take it. Oh, actually, are we ready? Where do we want to start the attack? Might be better to actually start the attack on Swansea, because we will have more bombers in range and we have some units that can help. And then we'll have 2 bases for the attack on Zurich. Okay, these guys will need some more time. Here we are ready. Here we are almost ready. And here we are ready next turn. And all these bombers can attack the city. Good. Go. I'm still thinking, this whole turn I was thinking about that liberation thing. If it's really possible that I missed the option to liberate cities completely, I was just so focused on just taking everything that I even like didn't see the option, or if this is the first time when we had the option. Because we had the option to liberate what? Took this, we had the option to liberate Rouen, or had the option. There might have been the option to liberate Rouen. Also is the idea that the reason why I wasn't able to liberate cities, that will be a nice peace treaty, but not yet, was that I was the one who removed France from the map, and therefore I couldn't have liberated their cities later. I'm actually not sure. I wouldn't be surprised if I completely missed the option to liberate the city. I do this quite often that I'm just focused on one thing so much that I don't see left, right, miss the most obvious things. Oh well, lesson learned. Next time, I'm pretty sure I will remember. Okay, now we'll have a lot of fun around here. But first we have to take Mercia, make sure... Oh, we can take the city. They moved the garrison out, so it should fall. We'll just see how many units we can take out before we peace out. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, maybe 12. Because now we can move our units as far as we want. Because we'll peace out right after this turn. Oh, this is new. Tank Hunter. No, we don't want the Tank Hunter. We want Barrage. Yeah, this is one of the new gunships that doesn't have logistics. And we started first with movement, so now we will try to work our way to logistics. We are getting 5 experience per shot, so hopefully won't take too long. Yeah, everyone is starving. I'm working on it. What about the coal situation? There we go, fixed. Trades. Darius. Should be able to trade with him still. Nope, he doesn't have money. I guess I'll just grab drill 3. Oh, that was a one-shot, nice. How much coal do we have? Yeah, I think we can grab another factory. So, first of all, let's take the city. I'll save this battleship. I'm not sure we're gonna need it, and if we need it, I have to make sure that when we use it, we really take the city. Come on. There we go. Was there one there? No. Why was it so ridiculously tanky? It was 1600 hit points. And now, we still have a few shots left that we can use against units. So... Okay, this one can still attack. And I think this one. Good. Ah. Mm. 2, 3, 4. I have to make sure that we can still peace out. That I don't move my units into her territory and then she says nope. Now we are fine. Ah, come on. And we are missing a railroad here, so we can't move units north. Actually, maybe... No, we can't. This is a desert, right? Yep. Come on. Finish him off. Two, 4, 6. Might actually be able to make it to the A again. Ha. Huh. Gotcha. Is there one more? No, I think we used everything we had. Or maybe not. Okay, I think now we used everything that we had. Yep, global monopoly and such. That's science, right? Yep, but only local science, so not a big deal. Profits. Where are profits? Now we can just fortify all these units. For now, I'll move them off camera. We'll be moving at least some of them north to help against Bodica. Okay, here we're gonna be deleting quite a few workers. And we are finally done with that. So, peace treaty. How does it look like with war awareness? 155. Well, with 155 awareness, we are handling quite well. We still have 84% happiness. But of course, we want to drop this. So, time to take everything from her. I'll take spices and actually, what would end this? Do we want to take a few more cities from her? If I took Cologne, if I took Düsseldorf and Stuttgart, and liberated, let's say, these two. What is the monopoly here? Gold. Is there anything that we are interested in? We have a ton of oil, so that wouldn't be a reason to keep these cities. Monopoly on tea would be nice. Because if I take her money, it's just like 15 turn thing, right? Then we declare again. But if I just use the war score to take cities from her, it will stay. It's not like when we declare again, those cities return to her. So Cologne, Düsseldorf, Stuttgart. I'll probably keep Cologne to make it a bit easier for the attack on Berlin. Then we can maybe liberate Frankfurt. Can we take Berlin? No, thought so. So it was Cologne, if I can find it. Düsseldorf. It's not enough. Yep. This is worth it, just liberating one city. I mean, why not? Okay, let's do it. Let's take Cologne, Düsseldorf. We'll keep Cologne and liberate Düsseldorf.
fiáis?
And now we just take a little bit of money. So, all her cash. How much was that? 4,500? And that's what, 7,000, so 100-ish. Okay, I think this one looks fine. And we want to keep Cologne, liberate Düsseldorf. Propose.
Desde luego.
Cologne, we want to annex. And Düsseldorf, we want to liberate. Okay, and that helped us with the war weariness. I could have... No, do I need... not you. Actually, I should have liberated Aachen. No, I need the aluminum. Maybe I should have just keep going. Liberate Cologne and allow me to just keep fighting. But maybe you can just save it for the next war. We will have enough units for attack on Stuttgart, let's say. And as we are getting war weariness on our way to Madrid, we'll take Stuttgart when it gets too high and drop all the war weariness. Yeah, I don't think I'd be able to go all the way to Madrid in this war. Because even though I was able to drop a lot of war weariness, next turn we'll probably gain like 100 war weariness back. So I don't think this could have been just one war. But the next one, we will go all the way to Sevilla. Fine, I'll check the city off camera. Now we still have some more work up here. Come on. Can we take the city in one turn? Probably won't be able to take it because I don't have a unit close enough. Nope, I would. I can take it with the paratrooper. They'll probably be missing like 150 damage. Mm, 230, that's way too much. Okay, you know what? We can probably just play one more turn. Go. What do you want? Wales? We can get embassies. And sure, we can give him Wales. Would you vote? No. And I said I would keep an eye on what's going on up here. Greece is taking some more damage, but actually that was quite a lot. But still, as we push deeper into her territory, she'll have to start recalling units back. So that should relieve the pressure. I'm still thinking about this war down here. Maybe if I knew how the liberation thing works, I could have tried to push all the way to Madrid in one war. Oh, too late to change that. I just hope it's not gonna cost us the game or cost us the game. Like, I really want to get domination victory. I'm pretty sure we can get a science victory, but I'd really like to get domination, so I hope this won't make the difference between getting it and not getting it. Another general? Didn't we just get one like last turn? And what do you think you're doing? This should be a lot of money. Yep, over 100 gold per turn. Okay, let's start with these bombers, because they can only attack Swansea. And he moved the garrison into the city, so that's gonna slow us down. Oh. It's not as much of a difference as I thought it might be. Truffles. What's the monopoly on truffles? Local food. Garbage. Can I finish him off somehow? Probably not. Okay, so let's rebase. And it's time to attack Zurich. Let's actually send our Londoners. It should be fine. Let's get the railroad fixed. Yeah, I'll have to move all of this between episodes. So again, I'll play. Actually, I want to say I'll play for a few turns off camera, but since you are still fighting Bodica, it's probably not a good idea. I'll see how I can do it. Okay, where are the siege weapons? We only have the short range ones here. 1, 2. Move the bazooka out of the way. 1, 2, 3. Then I can move this one, or actually probably this one up here. And as for our navy, do we have an admiral up here? Nope. Okay, so Off camera, I'll at least give the orders where our units are supposed to go. We'll prepare the next attack on Spain. I think I'll just keep our ships down here. We'll need them. We'll basically keep like going along the coast and only use our ships for that. I think that's gonna be the fastest way, except Berlin. We'll move the land units, most of the land units that we have down here, so we are prepared to drop the war awareness. And for Japan, it's again gonna be about the navy. So yeah, Bodica, that's gonna be about bombers, and wars here, it's gonna be about navy. Maybe I could move a few battleships to speed up the siege here, perhaps. But well, we are done for today. So I hope that you like this episode. I hope that you're gonna join me next time again. And until then, have a good time. Bye bye.